in the Box on the way here. The girl behind the counter said, "Hiya, are you having an awesome day?" Not, "How are you doing today?" No, "Are you having an awesome day?" Which is kind of shitty, because it puts the onus on me to disagree with her. Like, if I'm not having an awesome day, suddenly I'm the negative one. You know, usually when people ask me how I'm doing, the real answer is I'm doing shitty. But I can't say I'm doing shitty because I don't really have a good reason to be. So if they ask me how I'm doing and I say, "I'm doing shitty," and they go, "Oh, why? What's wrong?" I have to be like, "I don't know, all of it." But today when the girl at Jack in the Box asked me if I was having an awesome day, I thought, well, today I'm actually allowed to feel shitty. You know, today I have a good reason. So I looked at her and said, "Well, my mom died." And she immediately burst into tears. So now I have to comfort her, which is annoying, and meanwhile there's a crowd of people forming behind me who are giving me these real judgy looks because I just made the Jack in the Box girl cry. Anyway, she's bawling at me. She's like, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry." I'm like, it's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but you know, it's fine, and kind of got somewhere to be, so maybe less with the crying, more with the frying, huh? Yeah. As I'm leaving, she gives me a free Churro. And I walk away thinking, I just got a free Churro because my mom died. You know, no one ever tells you when your mom dies you get a free Churro. Anyway, here I am, Bojack Horseman, doing a eulogy. Let's go. Beatrice Horseman. Who was she? What was her deal? Born in 1968, died in 2018. One time she was in a parade, and one time she smoked an entire cigarette in just one long inhale. Seriously, I watched her do it. Truly a remarkable woman. Really makes you think, though. Life, right? You know, goes by, stuff happens, then you die. Well, that's all I gotta say about my mother. No point beating a dead horse, right? So, here's a story. One time, I was doing my high school talent show and I was doing a comedy routine, and there was this jacket that I really wanted to get because I thought it'd make me look like Albert Brooks. Anyway, I saved up for months for this jacket. But when I finally went to get it, it was gone. When I came home to tell my mother, she said, "Let that be a lesson. That's the good that comes from wanting things." She had a really great way of dispensing life lessons that always circled back to everything being my fault. But then, on the day of the talent show, my mother had a surprise for me. She bought me the jacket. And even though I know she didn't know how to say it, I knew that that meant that she loved me. Now that's a good story about my mother. I mean, it's not true, but it's a good story, right? Yeah, I stole it from an episode of Maude I saw when I was a kid. I remember when I saw it thinking, that's the kind of story I want to tell about my parents when they die. I don't have any stories like that. I was with her in the hospital in those final moments. They were truly horrifying. But there was this one moment, this strange instant of calm, where she looked at me and said, "I see you." You know, not a statement of judgment or disappointment, just acceptance and the pure understanding that there's someone else in the room. "Hello there. You are a person and I see you." You know, I was prepared for more cruelty. I was not prepared for "I see you." Maybe I'm giving her too much credit. You know, maybe it wasn't about connection. Maybe it was more of a, "I see you." Like, yeah, you might have the rest of the world fooled, but I know exactly who you are. That's more my mom's speed. Or maybe she just literally meant "I see you." Like, you are an object that has entered my field of vision. I don't know, she's pretty adamant at the end, so maybe it's dumb to try and attribute it to anything. Maybe she saw my dad. My dad died 10 years ago of injuries sustained in a duel. Now, when your dad dies, you tend to ask yourself a few questions. Questions like, wait, did you say he died in a duel? And who dies in a duel? The whole thing was so stupid. He spent his whole life writing this book, but he couldn't get any stores to carry it or review it. Finally, I guess one day he snapped. Challenged some cook in Montana to a duel. Met him at Golden Gate Park and agreed. 10 paces, then shoot. But in the middle of the 10 paces, my dad tripped on a rock and hit his head on an exposed root. Wish I'd known to go Jack in the Box then. Maybe I could have gotten a free Churro. My mother would hate it if she knew I spent so much time talking at her funeral. Maybe she'd think it's funny that her idiot kid couldn't even get that right. But I keep going back to that moment in the ICU where she looked at me and I see you. I see you. Jesus Christ, we're in the intensive care unit. She was just reading a sign. My mom died, and all I got was this free Churro. You know the shittiest thing about all of this? Is that woman at Jack in the Box, when she gave me this free Churro, that showed me more compassion than my mother showed me her entire goddamn life. I mean, how hard is it to do something nice for a person? This woman at Jack in the Box didn't even know me. I was your daughter. All I had was you. You know what is good? Yeah, it's good. It's good that I know that, you know? It's good that I know that no one's looking out for me, that there never was and there never will be. It's good. It's good that I know that, so it's good my mother's dead. Well, no point beating a dead horse. Bojack Horseman was born in 1968 and she died in 2018. And I have no idea what she wanted. Unless she just wanted what we all want, to be seen.